If you're over 60 and starting to feel like the ground beneath your feet isn't as steady as it used to be, even on your living room floor, you're not imagining things. And you're certainly not alone. But here's what most people get wrong: it's not just age catching up with you. It's not your imagination. It's not weakness. It's something deeper, a silent fading of the body's internal compass, a kind of neural drowsiness that no one ever warned you about. And chances are, no one ever taught you how to keep that compass calibrated. Once upon a time, you moved without hesitation. Your legs responded like trusted allies. Rising from a chair, stepping off a curb, turning quickly in the kitchen, these weren't calculated movements. They just happened. But now? You may find yourself reaching for a railing a little more often, pausing before you step, second-guessing your balance in unfamiliar places. Maybe you've had a near fall, or maybe the fear alone has crept in quietly. Here's the truth: this isn't irreversible. And the solution doesn't involve signing up for a gym membership, joining a fancy class, or swallowing another supplement. I'm Dr. Jonathan Pierce, and what I'm about to share with you is something most doctors don't talk about. Because we're trained to treat, not to awaken. And that's exactly what this method does. In just 3 minutes a day, without equipment, without noise, you can reawaken a powerful reflex that has likely been fading quietly with time. It's the same reflex that once made you nimble on the stairs. That kept you from stumbling on uneven sidewalks. That gave your body the confidence to respond instantly. And it can come back if you know how to wake it up. Toward the end of this video, I'll also show you a strange little bedtime habit, one that actually works while you sleep to retrain your internal balance system. It's simple. It's gentle. And most seniors have never even heard of it. Before we dive in, I'd love to know something. What's your name, and where in the world are you watching this from? Drop a quick hello in the comments below. It means a lot to me to know who's walking this journey with me. And if today's message resonates with you, if you've ever felt even a hint of instability or worry, please take a moment to subscribe and tap the notification bell. Each week, we release tools and insights designed to help you stay strong, steady, and independent, no matter your age. If you've got a question about your health or a topic you want us to explore, leave a comment. I personally review them and shape future videos around what you need most. Now let's begin with a truth that surprises most people. Balance is not just about strong legs. It's about something much deeper, something most people never think to train. Part 1: The silent breakdown of balance after 60. Most people believe that the reason older adults fall more often is because their legs get weak or their muscles shrink. And yes, there's a grain of truth to that. But it's only the tip of the iceberg. True balance isn't just about strength. It's not about having powerful thighs or steady calves. It's about communication, an intricate network of sensory systems deep inside your body, working together like a hidden orchestra. When in harmony, they allow you to move with grace, confidence, and instinct. But when even one section goes quiet, everything else begins to fall apart. So what are these systems? First, tucked inside your inner ear, there's a remarkable structure called the vestibular system. It's your body's internal gyroscope, constantly detecting when you tilt, twist, or shift directions. Every time you turn your head or take a step off a curb, this system tells your brain, hey, we're in motion, let's adjust. Then there's your vision. Your eyes do more than see. They act as environmental trackers, feeding your brain information about your position relative to the world around you: door frames, stairs, slopes, furniture, curbs. Your vision quietly helps you orient yourself in 3D space, second by second. And finally, the unsung hero is your proprioception system. This is a vast network of tiny sensory receptors located in your feet, ankles, knees, hips, and joints. They're the messengers that whisper to your brain, I'm pressing against uneven ground, the pressure's shifting to the left, or my heel touched down first. It's the language your body uses to know where it is even with your eyes closed. Now here's the catch: when you were young, these three systems worked together effortlessly. Like musicians in perfect rhythm, they played their parts so seamlessly, you never noticed the symphony. But after 60? If left unstimulated, these systems begin to fade. Not die, just fade. Like a radio station slowly slipping into static because the signal isn't strong enough anymore. That's when the cracks begin to show. You pause before stepping down a stair. You second-guess yourself when turning around quickly. You reach for the wall, just in case. And your confidence quietly erodes, not because your body is broken, but because your brain hasn't been receiving the signals it once did. And in today's modern lifestyle, it's easy to see why. Smooth floors, soft chairs, long hours of sitting, all of these rob your nervous system of the challenges it once thrived on. No uneven paths, no grassy hills, no spontaneous climbs. The brain isn't being asked to adapt anymore, so it stops trying. And here's a truth worth remembering. Use it, or lose it isn't just a saying. It's biology. But here's the part that should give you hope. These systems inside you aren't gone. They're not broken. They're just asleep. And with the right kind of movement, even just 3 minutes a day, you can gently, gradually wake them back up. In the next chapter, I'll guide you through a short series of movements, no gym, no gear, that you can do right in your living room to reactivate this hidden balance system. They're simple, yet surprisingly powerful, and designed specifically for the body after 60. And before we move on, let me say this. If you're still watching this video, I'm genuinely grateful. It means you care about your body, your freedom, your future. That matters more than you know. So if you're still here with me, leave a number 1 in the comments below. That simple gesture tells me you're in this, heart and soul. Together, we'll bring balance back into your life, one quiet step at a time. Part 2, the 3-minute balance reset, no equipment, no fuss, just results. Let's begin our journey into movement, not with weights, not with machines, and certainly not with any fancy gear. Just you, in your home, with your breath, your awareness, and 3 quiet minutes. These next few exercises are designed to do something very specific, reawaken the balance systems that have slowly grown quiet with time. We're talking about your inner ear, your joint sensors, your postural muscles, and that forgotten network of nerves that once let you dance across uneven ground without a second thought. And no, you don't need to change clothes, find a yoga mat, or rearrange the furniture. What you need is presence, a calm pace, and just a bit of patience. Exercise 1, the heel-to-toe walk, sharpening your inner GPS. We'll begin with something that might look simple, but don't let that fool you. This movement taps directly into the sensors in your feet, ankles, and knees, lighting up a web of awareness that your brain hasn't heard from in years. Here's how it works. Find a stable surface nearby, a countertop, a sturdy chair back, or a wall. Something to lightly rest your fingertips on, just in case. Now, place one foot directly in front of the other, heel touching the toes of your back foot, as if walking a tightrope. Begin walking forward, heel to toe, slowly, deliberately, keeping your upper body upright and your eyes looking straight ahead. Don't rush. Let each step land with precision. When you reach the end of your path, try something that might feel strange at first, walk backwards the same way. Toe to heel. Controlled and calm. Do this for 1 full minute. As you move, you may feel subtle muscles wake up in your feet, your core, even your hips. This exercise reteaches your brain to track your position in space. It rebuilds the reflexes that tell your body how to respond when the world beneath you shifts. And most importantly, this slow, linear walking forces your nervous system to listen again, to tune in to the signals from your feet that regular walking no longer provides. Exercise 2, standing head turns, reclaiming the inner ear's role in balance. Now, let's talk about something most people avoid after 60, turning the head. It sounds simple, but as we age, many of us subconsciously stop rotating our heads. Maybe it's a fear of dizziness, or just a growing sense of vulnerability. The problem? The less you move your head, the more sluggish your vestibular system becomes, and that's the control tower for balance. So here's how we safely and gently bring it back online. Stand tall, feet shoulder width apart. Make sure you're near a table or wall, just in case you need a bit of support. Now, slowly begin to turn your head from left to right, and right to left. No tilting. No twisting your torso. Just the head. Eyes stay level. Each turn should take about 2 to 3 seconds. Smooth and steady. Continue for 45 seconds. At first, it may feel small, even insignificant. But this tiny motion is powerful. It stimulates the deep sensors inside your ears, retraining your brain to stay oriented as your head moves. Over time, you'll notice smoother turns, better reflexes, and fewer moments of disorientation when changing directions. But there's an even more powerful effect. This practice helps dissolve that quiet fear of turning your head, a fear that, over the years, contributes more to falling than most people realize. Coming up next, one of the most powerful challenges yet. Now we move into a deeper test. Not of strength, but of stability. This next exercise asks your body to shift weight, find center, and hold it, even while standing still. That's right, we're going to practice balancing on one leg. Because if you can stand steady on one foot even for a few seconds, you're rebuilding the foundation of fall prevention, one footstep at a time. Exercise 3, the one-leg stand, rebuilding whole body stability and inner control. If you've ever struggled to stand on one foot for more than a few seconds, you're not alone, and this is exactly where your balance restoration journey begins. The ability to balance on one leg isn't just a neat party trick. It's actually one of the clearest indicators of how well your nervous system, muscles, joints, and proprioception, your body's sense of position, are working together behind the scenes. In fact, research links this one skill directly to fall risk in older adults. Here's how to start safely. Stand next to a chair, countertop, or wall, something sturdy to lightly support yourself if needed. Stand tall. Then, gently shift your weight onto one foot, and slowly lift the other foot just 1 to 2 inches off the ground. You don't need to lift high, even the slightest elevation is enough to trigger your body's inner stabilizers. Hold this position for 30 seconds. Then, switch sides and repeat on the other leg. In the beginning, feel free to rest your fingertips lightly against a surface. The goal isn't to challenge yourself beyond your limits, it's to teach your body to find its center again. As you improve, you'll need less support, and your confidence will quietly return. As you hold the position, you'll feel subtle coordination happening in your ankles, knees, hips, and deep core muscles. These are the silent guardians of your balance, and this exercise trains them like nothing else. It strengthens your body's ability to pause, adjust, and recover, the exact skill you need if you ever misstep, lose footing, or stop suddenly mid-walk. The more often you practice this, the better your body becomes at recognizing its position, maintaining control, and restoring the deep self-assurance that many people lose with age. Now, let's move to one of the most overlooked, but incredibly important types of balance training, side-to-side movement. Because not all falls happen when you're walking forward. Exercise 4, controlled side shifts, training lateral balance reflexes. You see, many falls happen not when we're stepping forward, but when we suddenly shift sideways. Maybe you're dodging an object, stepping off a curb, or trying to regain footing after a slip. In those moments, your body must know how to shift weight laterally, with precision and calm. That's exactly what this next exercise is designed to train. Start by standing tall, with your feet slightly wider than shoulder width. Make sure there's a stable surface nearby in case you need to steady yourself. Now, slowly shift your weight to the left side. Let your body lean gently in that direction, not dramatically, just enough to feel the shift. Pause briefly. Then bring yourself back to center. From there, shift to the right again, slowly, controlled, and deliberate. Continue alternating left and right for 30 seconds. As you do this, imagine you're dodging a crack in the sidewalk or weaving through a crowd. These are the subtle movements your body often forgets to practice, and yet, they're essential in daily life. This isn't just physical training, it's neural rehearsal. A simulation for real-world moments when your body must adapt quickly. You're teaching your hips, knees, and ankles to respond instinctively when your balance is thrown off. And with repetition, this movement becomes more than an exercise, it becomes a reliable reflex. Over time, you'll feel steadier during sideways steps, rotations, or navigating tight spaces, situations where many people stumble without warning. Coming up next, a forgotten key to balance that has nothing to do with movement. In the next section, I'll show you something that few people talk about, but it could dramatically change the effectiveness of everything you've done so far. It's not another movement. It's your breath. Because the way you breathe plays a powerful role in how well your nervous system stays calm, focused, and coordinated, especially during challenging movements. And when we learn to align our breath with motion, balance becomes not just possible, but natural. So stay with me. What comes next could be the missing link your body has been waiting for. Part 3, Breath and Balance, the small habit that changes everything. There's one quiet thread running through everything we've done so far, something so subtle that most people miss it entirely. Yet, it holds the power to unlock calm, control, and connection within your body. That thread is your breath. When people start to feel unsteady, their natural reaction is to freeze. And with that freeze often comes another instinct: they hold their breath. But here's the problem: holding your breath actually sends a distress signal to your nervous system. It tightens your muscles, disrupts your coordination, and makes every movement more rigid, more likely to fail. Now, imagine doing the opposite. The next time you feel a moment of wobble or hesitation, resist the urge to lock up. Instead, inhale slowly through your nose, and exhale gently through your mouth. Feel your body soften, not collapse, center, not retreat. That single breath is a message to your brain: I'm still in control. I'm safe. This kind of breathing does more than relax you. It bridges the communication between your brain and your body. It slows your heart rate, reduces abdominal tension, and recenters your core, all of which are vital for keeping your balance intact. You don't need to master meditation or deep yogic breathwork. Just remember this simple rule. When in doubt, breathe out. Every exhale is a reminder to your nervous system that it doesn't need to panic, it just needs to respond. And with time, that tiny shift, that decision to breathe through instability rather than brace against it, becomes a superpower. One you can use not only in practice, but in real life. Part 4, Daily Activation, how to repeat this 3-minute sequence for maximum results. You've just completed a short, powerful reset for your entire balance system. From heel to toe steps, to gentle head turns, standing on one foot, to slow side shifts, each movement serves one purpose: to bring back to life the sensory and motor systems that age, inactivity, and routine have quietly dimmed. But here's the beauty of it all: you don't need to do the full sequence all at once. If you're short on time or energy, break it up. Maybe you do 1 or 2 exercises in the morning, another in the afternoon, and one while waiting for your tea to steep. You don't need a gym. You don't even need to leave your living room. This is movement for real life. The kind that fits beside the kitchen table, or near your bed, or next to a quiet hallway wall. And if you stay consistent, just 3 mindful minutes a day, the results begin to build. Your steps become lighter, more deliberate. You turn without hesitating. And most importantly, you start to move with a renewed sense of confidence. Don't be afraid to do this routine twice a day if you feel up to it. The more often your nervous system is reminded of how to balance, the quicker it relearns. Balance isn't just about preventing falls. It's about regaining trust in your feet, your body, your rhythm, yourself. So return to these exercises often. Let them become familiar, like a daily check-in with your body. Over time, they'll not only sharpen your physical reflexes, they'll help restore something even more valuable: your independence. Part 5, the 3 silent habits that secretly weaken your balance, and you might be doing them every day. Even if you've been following the 3-minute balance routine with dedication, there may still be small habits hiding in your daily life, habits so ordinary, so automatic, that you barely notice them. Yet these subtle behaviors may be quietly undoing the very progress you're working hard to rebuild. And no, it's not about laziness or lack of discipline. It's about the way your brain has been trained over the years to rely on shortcuts that no longer serve you. Let's uncover 3 of the most common daily habits that may be sabotaging your sense of balance, and how to shift them with intention. Habit number 1, looking down at your feet while walking. Many older adults believe that keeping their eyes on their feet will help them stay safe. But in reality, this habit may be doing more harm than good. When you constantly tilt your head downward, your spine curves forward. Your center of gravity shifts away from your base of support, and the muscles in your neck, shoulders, core, and lower back lose their ability to automatically adjust to small movements. Instead, here's a gentle correction. Keep your chin parallel to the floor, and focus your gaze about 5 to 6 feet ahead of you. This not only opens up your posture and improves confidence, it also forces your nervous system to assess your environment as a whole, rather than relying solely on your feet for feedback. Over time, this single change can restore your brain's ability to map space around you, improving both coordination and response time. Habit number 2, sitting too long without moving. Here's a hard truth: every hour spent sitting without interruption is an hour your postural muscles are asleep. When you remain seated for too long, the glutes, thighs, and core muscles, all of which play crucial roles in maintaining upright stability, gradually shut down. Blood flow slows. Sensory receptors become less responsive. And your brain gets fewer reminders of what standing feels like. The fix is refreshingly simple. Set a gentle reminder to stand up every 30 to 45 minutes. You don't need a full workout. Just shift your weight side to side. March in place. Or stand quietly, feet grounded, for a few moments. These micro-movements reactivate the body's vertical awareness and prevent the off-switch effect from long periods of stillness. Habit number 3, over-relying on furniture for support. It's easy to get used to holding onto walls, chairs, or countertops as you move around your home. And sometimes, yes, that's necessary. But when this becomes your default mode of movement, your body stops trying to stabilize on its own. Your brain, no longer receiving the challenge of rebalancing, begins to forget how to respond when things get unsteady. The goal isn't to eliminate support completely. Instead, start small. When doing balance exercises, try using just the tips of your fingers for stability. Then, as you grow more confident, challenge yourself to let go even just for a few seconds at a time. This gradual shift sends a powerful message to your nervous system. I trust myself again. What all 3 of these habits have in common is this. They send a subtle signal to your brain that you are no longer in control. And when that inner trust fades, your natural reflexes follow. But here's the good news: when you interrupt these habits and replace them with more empowering alternatives, you reverse the signal. You tell your brain, I'm not just surviving. I'm adapting. You say, I'm not fragile. I'm rebuilding. You declare, I am the one in control. Even the smallest adjustments in how you move, sit, look, or support yourself can reshape your body's relationship with balance, one confident step at a time. Final chapter: how to accelerate your balance recovery even while you sleep. Now, here's something most people don't expect, and yet, it may be the most powerful insight of all. You can improve your balance while you sleep. That may sound far-fetched, but science says otherwise. In fact, your body doesn't rebuild itself during exercise, it rebuilds afterward, especially during deep, restorative sleep. And if you're over 60 and working to regain your balance, how you support your body at rest, especially at night, can make all the difference in whether your progress is fleeting or long-lasting. You see, every time you complete the 3-minute balance sequence, you awaken neural pathways, tiny stabilizing muscles, proprioceptive sensors, and joint coordination systems that may have been dormant for years. But reactivation is just the beginning. To truly cement those improvements, your body needs the right building blocks during rest, and one of the most overlooked tools is slow digesting protein before bed. Here's why. As we age, we experience something called anabolic resistance, a natural decline in the body's ability to use protein for muscle and nerve repair. This is especially pronounced at night. If you go to bed protein deficient, your body misses the opportunity to lock in the gains you've made during the day. The signals from your training sessions are sent, but not saved. Thankfully, the solution is simple and gentle. About 30 to 60 minutes before bed, give your body a small, quality dose of protein. No need for a full meal. Just a small portion will do. Think, a few spoonfuls of plain Greek yogurt, a hard-boiled egg, a scoop of casein protein mixed with water, or a smear of almond butter on a rice cake. That tiny evening ritual delivers 3 quiet but powerful benefits. It repairs and strengthens the muscles in your legs and core that support balance. It reduces joint stiffness and morning aches. And it helps your brain consolidate the reflexes and patterns you practiced during the day. Think of your training as sunlight, but protein is water. No matter how much sun you give a plant, it won't grow without water. Closing words, this is more than a routine, it's a message to your brain and your life. My friend, we've taken a journey together, one that only takes 3 minutes a day, yet carries with it the power to shift your entire sense of self. You've learned that balance is not just about strong legs. It's the orchestration of your nervous system, your inner ear, your vision, your reflexes, and above all, your belief in your own body. You've discovered that balance isn't lost because of illness, but because of neglect, from modern comforts, long periods of stillness, and innocent habits like looking down, sitting too long, or relying too much on nearby furniture. And now, you've learned something even deeper. Recovery doesn't happen during the exercise. It happens afterward, when you sleep, when you nourish your body gently, when you breathe, and when you rest with intention. So what does this mean for you? It means you no longer have to live under the shadow of imbalance. You can take the stairs. You can step outside. You can turn with confidence, not fear. You don't need a gym. You don't need fancy machines. All you need is a commitment to 3 quiet minutes a day and a few small shifts in how you treat your body outside of those minutes. So here is my invitation to you. Start this simple routine once a day, ideally in the morning. Then check in with yourself after 7 days, then after 14. Notice how your walk feels. Notice how your mind feels. Chances are, the changes will arrive faster than you imagined. Watch for those little habits that could be silently holding you back. Add a small dose of protein at night. Not much. Just enough. And tomorrow morning, see how your body responds. And above all, believe in your ability to recover. Because every time you do this practice, you're not just moving your body. You're sending a signal to your brain. I am still capable. I am still in charge. I am still strong. That is what it means to age with power. Not just to live longer, but to live steadily. To live with presence. To live with quiet, unshakable confidence. If this video brought you clarity, encouragement, or even a small spark of hope, leave a comment below that simply says, I'm starting today. So I know you're walking this path with me. And if you'd like to receive more simple, science-backed strategies to stay strong, independent, and vibrant after 60, be sure to subscribe and tap the notification bell. We still have so much more to explore together. You've taken the first step. Now let's keep walking forward. I believe in you. And I'll see you in the next video.